Hello and welcome back to Heart to Heart Ministries. It's always good to join you again. Several weeks ago, I started with Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of counsel, the Spirit of power, the Spirit of knowledge, and lastly, the Spirit of fear of the Lord. Today, I'd like to close the series with the Spirit of fear of the Lord. You and I need to have the spirit of fear of God in us. When we have it, we will have complete reverence of God, meaning that everything we do, everything we are about to do, we will think of God. Let me give you an example. Listen to what Joseph said to his master's wife when she says, "Come and sleep with me." Joseph says, "How then can I do this great weakness and sin against God?" You see, he did not say, "and sin against her husband," but he says, "against God." That reverence. Because of his reverence for God, he knew if he did that, because the master trusted him with everything in his house, he knew that if he did that, he will sin against God. He wasn't even thinking about the master, but he was thinking about against God. So that's the reason I want to encourage you to make sure that you have reverence for God. Why? Because I believe in the book of Proverbs 9:10, he says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." When you allow the fear of God to reside in you, then you will start thinking twice before you do anything. And you will end up being a wise man and a wise woman or a wise woman. So that's why I encourage you to seek, to try, do your best to keep the spirit of the fear of God in you. One thing I will encourage you to do is to ask yourself before you take any action, what would Jesus do? The fear of God will allow you to ask yourself the question, then if Jesus was in this situation, then what will he do? If Jesus had to deal with this person, then what will he do? If Jesus had to deal with a prostitute, then what will he do? What will Jesus do with people that are trying to deal with their bodies the way they want to? They feel like they have rights over their bodies. Then what will Jesus do? Before we go out and accuse these people, before we go out and fight them, we will ask ourselves, what will Jesus do? What will Jesus do to the tax collector, or nowadays to IRS? What will Jesus do? I guarantee you, he will not curse the IRS. What will Jesus do with someone who persecute him, with his torturer? He will say, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing." When you have the fear of the Lord, when you have the spirit of the fear of the Lord in you, I guarantee you, you will start looking at things in a different perspective, and you will come up always with the right answer, because the fear of the Lord, says the Bible, is the beginning of wisdom. I do encourage you to fill your heart with the fear of God. I do encourage you to pray every day for the spirit of the fear of the Lord to reside in you. And I guarantee you, you will be a better husband. You will be a better wife. You will be a better friend. You will be a better worker. You will be a better co-worker. May God bless you. May God fill you with his spirit, especially the spirit of wisdom. Until the next time, bye-bye.